Hey everybody, Shep here. Well, today I've started working on my water tank for my greenhouse, and I've kind of just got it laid out here in the garage, kind of figuring out how to build a frame for it. And then also I got this kit that has a bung and a spigot for the hose. Just kind of making sure all that fit and trying that out. But yeah, this is going to be a nice setup. This 2x stuff I've got, I had a couple 2x8s and a couple 2x6s left over from when I built my deck a couple summers ago, so this is going to be a nice use for them. They're nice and treated. I also have a 10-foot 4x4 that I've had around here forever and honestly have no idea where it came from or why I had it, but it's super warped, unfortunately, but it's not really good for anything else, but it'll make good legs for this. So that's kind of the plan. I'll bring you back here once we start doing some more. I don't know how well it shows up on video, but this 4x4 kind of reminds me of an airplane propeller. Well, if old Sid didn't show up, in case anybody was wondering if he was still around. Well, anyway, I got these pieces cut, and I kind of got a little frame here built for it. This is kind of what I'm thinking. The barrel kind of set on top there, and then I think I'm going to get some kind of straps to strap it down to, just so if it's empty, wind won't blow it, and I don't think it's going to want to fall, but kind of just to help with that. Got the legs cut. They're going to work out well. Of course, I'm gonna have this set up, but of course this is going to be setting up here, but I'll just put that there. Gonna lag bolt the legs on to the outside, and then I'm going to take another 2x6 and cut it down and kind of run a band like this around the bottom of the legs so they don't want to spread or move, and lag bolt that on. Pretty simple design, and then once we get all this together, we'll go out to where we're going to put it and kind of level the ground and put the pavers down that the legs will set on, because I don't really want this thing to, I don't want it to settle into the ground. Well, here's how we're looking so far. I got it moved outside. I've had like 2 other projects going on while I was working on this, but I think it turned out pretty well. Yeah, I think for what it is, it's going to be plenty strong. I had a thing for looping a garden hose on that I bought and then never used, so that's going to work out nice for this. So still got to get a couple things. I do want to put straps on it just to make it a little more secure, but other than that, I think it's plenty strong enough. And next step is putting the pavers down and leveling this up. Actually, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna level it, and then I'm gonna cut a piece of plastic and put underneath it where it's gonna set. And then once I get rock for the greenhouse, I'm gonna rock by that also. So yeah, I hate leveling out ground, but we'll get to it. It's been a little over a week later. I've been busy and it's been really wet here, and it's hard to get the ground level when it's been wet. What I ended up doing was I dug some fill dirt out of a ditch and a wheelbarrow load of that, put that down, then got the pavers all leveled up, and then I put the fabric stuff I got to put in the greenhouse underneath the gravel, which that project's still coming up, but I went ahead and put some of this under that, and then if I have extra gravel, I'll put gravel under this as well. But yeah, it's turned out pretty well. I got some cheap straps just to kind of help hold the barrel on, and I got the hose hooked up. I need to get a hose clamp to attach to this. So you can get these kits on Amazon. They're made for one of these barrels, but it comes with the plug or bung, whatever you want to call that piece, and then a hose spigot that screws into that. And then I've cut the hose to the length I need, and then I'm going to have to cut a piece of the rest of the hose for my pump. So I've got 8 gallons of water that I'm going to put in the tank to check for leaks. And to put it in the tank, I'm going to be using this Bauer. This is from Harbor Freight. They're 20 volt. It's basically a transfer pump. I don't remember what this is rated at, but got a suction hose, and then I got to use a piece of that other hose to attach to it to be able to put it in the pump. Now my plan eventually is to have I've got a 270 gallon tote tank that I'm going to be putting on my trailer and filling with water and bringing over about 50 gallons at a time or so. But I haven't got quite that far yet, so for today I'm just doing it with these buckets. But I'll end up using this pump to pump it from either the tank or the buckets into the tank outside, because the greenhouse is quite a ways away from my house. It'd be nice if I could run the garden hose from the house directly to this, but it's too far. So yeah, that's what I got to do. I've already got my thing for watering plants, and I've got to put a couple ends on some of these, and then we'll get started and check for leaks. Alright, well, it's working. I will say I've been playing around with it for a few minutes, and it's going to want to have that water level pretty high in the tank. It's the next day, And you can see we got some rain last night, made everything nice and muddy. But I've kind of been playing around with this and thinking about how I'm going to do things. Because yesterday, after I got this set up, I noticed that the garden hose that I had running into the greenhouse, it just really didn't have much pressure. You know, the water out here, it wasn't enough. The gravity wasn't enough pressure to really be able to use the garden hose good, which is really fine, because I've never watered my plants with the hose anyway. I've always used a watering can, but so yeah, I kind of abandoned that idea, and the hose there is just the hose for my transfer pump that you saw. But you know, we can turn this on. Hard to do one-handed, and you can see it works. No leaks overnight, so that's good. But this is going to be real handy to have out here. And the nice thing about this project is I don't have hardly any money in this. You know, I had the wood already left over. I had the old garden hose. I had the hose reel. Really, the only things that I had to buy, I had the barrel. Is I bought the kit, the spigot kit, which was like $15. I bought the straps, and I bought the pump, and then I bought some of the lag bolts. Now the story on that pump is normally those pumps are around $90 to $100, I think, from Harbor Freight. Well, they had a sale back, and I've had that thing for probably 6 months now. They had a sale where those were $30, so that's all I've got in the pump, and that it could be useful for other things too. So yeah, I really don't have hardly any money in this, so that's a great thing. And this is going to be real nice to have out here. I'll be able to fill the tank up and have, you know, probably a week and a half's worth of water for out here. I know I was optimistic and said, you know, I could probably get 2 weeks out of it, but before, when I was watering stuff out here, I was very conservative, and I know that now that I've got, you know, the water source right here, I'm not going to say that I'm going to be more wasteful, but just might not be as careful, and probably end up using more water since I have more water. But either way, it's going to be really nice to have. So I still have got to put the gravel in here. Obviously, like I said, we've had a lot of rain. It's been wet. I would like to have it where it was dry enough to drive the truck over here once I get the rock, but that's probably not going to be the case for a little bit. I'm not super in a hurry, but at the same time, I want to get the gravel done so all my greenhouse improvements are done. But otherwise, this is going to be really handy to have. And yeah, if you've stayed tuned this long, I really appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate all my new subscribers. You know, I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for watching and subscribing to my videos. Coming up here soon, probably in the next couple videos, we're going to take a look at the plants I have for the garden this year, because you can see I've got some stuff started in there. And we'll also do a video here soon of the tractor that I picked up a few months ago. So that is it for the second phase of this greenhouse improvement projects that I've been doing. And yeah, anyways, thanks for watching, and hope everybody out there has a great day.